Yeah.
Absolutely. And I want to get to the Boston side too, guys, because things looked grim for the Celtics when Jayson Tatum was scoreless in the first half.
Did not look good.
Even had, yeah, I mean, people were, is he hurt? He looked so tentative going to the hole, but he did rally there. He finished with 28 points. Every game in the series has been such a battle. I mean, look, we've already seen the Nuggets pull off a 3-1 comeback twice in the bubble. Are you giving Richard the Celtics a chance in this series? 3-1?
I don't think I don't want to say that the series is far from over, but there's still a lot more work to do. You have to understand it took an amazing effort, like something that we had not seen in 40 years. And the last person to do it was Magic Johnson, to your point. So if it wasn't for that type of effort, this series could easily be 2-2. Boston knows that, and so does Miami. So Boston is just like, hey, look, you got 28 points. You got 28 points for Jayson Tatum, all in the second half. So it's not like he didn't recover, he didn't figure it out, and he didn't really punch back. But I just think that Boston has to keep tweaking. They're probably about 4 shots away from having this series be tied.
Look at this, Vince, look at this. Look how even this is.
Yes, it's absurd.
Yeah. It's an even match. So it tells me for somebody like a Jayson Tatum, regardless, and all those numbers look great, but they're trying to win now. So you cannot have an 0 for 6 start in an elimination game. And I know he played great, and he did everything you can ask in the second half, scoring 28 points. That's amazing. But if he scores 10 points in the first half, just 10, look at the difference, the outcome. It's just what kind of frustrated me early, his shot wasn't falling. And, yes, we all thought maybe something wrong. He's hesitant. And he started settling for the fadeaway jump shot, which were threes. And I'm like, get a little closer. Impact the game another way. So it was a little frustrating. And then they started turning the ball over against the zone. When you turn the ball over against the zone, you're not going to win a lot of games.
No, and it's such a cliche. Like, we have our segment on here. It's a make or miss league. It is that even. The difference, you saw the numbers on this team, the percentages, the scoring. So it comes down to probably about 2 or 3 possessions each game, right? You miss, they make, they go, instead of its score being tied, they're up 5 now. And the next thing you know, like you're trying to figure it out and you're kind of treading water. So this is so close. And if you're the Boston Celtics, this is not a time to panic. This is not a time to all of a sudden start to stress. It's just like, hey guys, we're so close. We got to shore up our defense. And ultimately, we just got to make a couple more shots and we'll be fine.
Yeah.
But RJ, I want to say this real quick, guys. I just want to say I was about to say Kemba Walker. They need Kemba Walker to have put together 2 halves like that. He got them started early, but it's imperative for them to come out and hit first in Game 5, or they don't, or things can change. They don't want to put themselves in a position where Tyler Hero scores 17 in the 4th, and now they're down and they're playing catch up. It's tough to play catch up when you're down 3-1.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's funny you mentioned Kemba. Kemba told me that what he's learned by playing at this level of the postseason, because remember, he's never gotten this far, right? He said it sinks in how much every possession matters. You guys have both referred to that. I just don't think people realize sometimes it is literally what happens between 4 feet on the court out here. One trip down, one steal, something like that can make the difference in an entire series. The Boston Celtics are finding that out. We will have to see. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.